Hello, and thanks for joining us today. Today, I'm joined by my guest, Emily Graham from the Agent Design Kit. Hi, Emily, how are you doing?
Yeah, well, good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, very well, thank you. So we're talking to you today about social media, but more about agents needing that extra helping hand on social media. I think it's fair to say that any agent operating in 2021 knows the value of the reach of a good social media audience. Any agent that knows a little bit more about those audiences will know that they don't nurture themselves. So having a Facebook account and shoving a picture of a house up with a link to Rightmove or any other sort of portal and going, this is 3 beds, it's 200,000, come and get it, isn't quite doing justice to both your brand or your audience. Every social media platform has its own algorithm, and they like content, and and the public like good looking content. And I meet a lot of agents, as I'm sure you do, that have the same problem. We're all extremely time poor. And one of the things that we do in agency is that we wear a salesman's hat, but we also wear a marketer's hat, and we are a sort of jack of all trades. And until recently, it's been really difficult to get on top of keeping your social media content design looking fresh and on message all the time. And that's where you guys come in, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. And like you said, unfortunately, there is a lot of agents out there who just post properties. Unfortunately, I know that's what we're selling. However, you got to kind of not only post what you're selling, but how you're selling it and how you're selling yourself. Because not only is it the house, but obviously it's the branding. That's not necessarily, unlike a clothing brand where they make the stock. Obviously, estate agents have to get the stock. So you've got to make yourself look like the go-to person, rather than just kind of sell. You've got to kind of give it back a little bit. For example, giving relevant, insightful information all the time, kind of what the property market's doing, but maybe also some interior design trends, because all the people on your social media following aren't always going to be looking for a property. They might have completed with yourself kind of 2-3 months ago, or a couple of years ago, but they're still not ready to move yet. So that's kind of why you shouldn't always push the properties, because you want them to convert with you again rather than unfollow you because all they're seeing is stuff that's not relevant to them anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think that to a certain extent, people don't like to be sold to all the time. So what they do like is value added services. So when you're reaching out to them and you're saying, listen, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but if you want to present your home best for a viewing, these are 5 top tips on how to do it. Or items like that really sort of add value in terms of the interest that people have. So everybody's nosy in this country, at least. We've got something we can leverage. Everybody loves looking inside other people's houses. We're all mad keen and curious about what the value of our homes may be and how best to present them to other people. And so that sort of content goes down a treat. Agents have two sort of challenges. One is to stay ever present in their mind, but also you've got to make the most of that presentation, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And so your services, I mean, we've been using you for a while now, and I know that it makes it easier for an agent to sort of pick up the bare bones of the designs that you provide. You can add your own flourishes to it. So just take us through how your content works.
So what it is obviously you've got completely different parts of the kit, with up to 100 new graphics added every month. So I think already it's about 1,000 on there nearly. Obviously you can access the old ones, but they're constantly being refreshed as well. So for example, there's some stuff that you can use in there, but obviously some of the stuff where it's like property market updates, obviously that's needs to be refreshed all the time. But for £50, which obviously with Kerfuffle at the moment, it's half price for the first 3 months. So you get up to 100 graphics every month. With these graphics, there are the captions already as well. So all you have to do effectively is click on the social media post you want, download and copy the caption. If you want to edit them, you can. That's all done in Canva. So all you literally click is edit in Canva, it brings it up for you. And if you want to say, some people will edit it with put their logo on it, their color scheme. Literally, it's completely free reign. So if you want to edit, you can. If you don't, again, you don't have to.
Okay, we'll just pick up on that for anybody that's been living under a rock in agency world. Canva is your best friend. It's something that you need to jump on. So even if you're really bad at design or you don't necessarily have the time, Canva is a system that basically has everything pre-made, most of its templates, and the beauty of it is that the agent design kit slots straight into Canva, and a lot of their content is designed to be used, and you can modify it in any way that you wish straight into Canva. Put it into your own corporate colors. You can add your logos wherever you wish. If there's a particular angle that you've got on some of the content that they're providing, you can add that onto it as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing that is so good about the kit. You know, if you just kind of want to download and go, great, you've got that option. But if you want to completely change up a graphic, again, you can do that as well. It gives you the complete variety. You know, some people I know use it as more kind of because I know as a graphic designer, it's hard sometimes to get the ideas to actually then make it. So some clients will use it more as a kind of, that's kind of a template of a graphic that I want, but I'm going to completely change it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it literally just depends on how you want to use it. There is other things on there as well, like kits. So we have some kits on kind of the cost of moving, kind of, I think there's some like Instagram stories as well, things like that. There's elements, loads of stock photos, and there's also, which is a great thing as well, which is industry news. So it brings in from like certain places brand new news basically. So it's got like the Guardian on there, I think Ideal Homes on there, so it's got a complete array. So if you're kind of thinking, oh, what am I going to write for my blog this week, just go in there, and obviously it's got all in there for you. And it'll bring everything up and you can go, okay, I really like that, like let's focus on that this week.
So we've done some head scratching, and we know that at the moment there's sort of 5 areas, at least 5 areas that you've got some availability in. So if there are any agents out there in either Brighton, Norwich, Scotland, there's good coverage available for Scotland. Wales, there's still some good coverage available there as well, and Devon. So any agents that are situated in those areas want to get in touch with Emily. All her details will be on the Kerfuffle website. It's the best deal that you're going to get at the moment. It's a fantastic deal, and it's a great intro to a fantastic service, which I personally have used, so I can endorse that. It really does. It works. It saves time. It looks good, and clients comment on how our social media stands out. So I can't vouch for it any better than that, Emily. It just so happens that we've used it, and it works, and it's great, and it's great value for money as well. So any agents interested in having a look at the agent design kit, jump on it. It's on kerfuffle.com, and Emily will be happy to speak to you. Emily, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.